Hello, welcome back to another Cast a Game on the Age of Bison YouTube channel. I'm hosting this one, SerSharkDad, and I'm joined here by McCleves. We have a submission here on the Discord, very excited about, from our resident-owned caster, Madonna, who's been climbing the ladder. I think he's over 1600 elo, I believe, and he's facing off as the French against Werner. Thank you, Werner, for letting us cast this game. Unknowingly. And we are currently on the map of Courland. And so this was submitted to us, and it had the title of 10 TCs. So that's going to give a little bit of a spoiler ahead of time of what to be expecting. So, McCleves, if you want to go ahead and talk about the map of Courland and this specific matchup, I feel like France would be unfavored considering the recent buffs that Spain has gotten on the patch.
I don't know. Traditionally, I think France was favored, but yeah, Spain did get some incredible buffs, especially on the church card actually. And the map is also kind of, yeah, it's an interesting map. It's a really weird map where you can spawn like anywhere around the lake, and you'll be on the opposite side of your opponent. And of course, there is this lake, which it's kind of like Siberia, where you can't, you can't build on this, but it's a bit of a different shape, and you kind of have to, if you want a forward base, you'll have to put it somewhere on the side, so it's really awkward.
Yeah, one of the other things too to note is that looking at this from kind of a above perspective, looking at this mini map, there's not many hunts. The hunts are kind of
No, but
sparse.
you always have a stagecoach.
Yes, you do have a stagecoach, but the hunts are pretty sparse. But in speaking of stagecoach, just kind of catching everybody up. So we have the you have the 3 CDB coming in on one side, whereas the 3 villagers coming in on the Spain side, and then both opting for a trade post start. Pretty standard, I would think. One house trade post start. Let's take a look if we have any decks coming in here. Looking at Madonna's side, pretty standard, I would say. Heavy H2 cards, though. That's kind of a little bit different with the extra resource cards. But everything else seems to be pretty similar. Refrigeration is a little bit of a odd pick, I would say, but that's all I got, really. Just seems very France.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too much to say on that one. And looking at Werner, he sent 3 vills and is immediately going to go for capitalism, which is also an interesting choice. Pretty good for helping with that early eco, as well as getting that FF. But seeing that 300 wood card, infinite, you would think logistician, but that's not necessarily the case. But this definitely looks Purishiki to me. This, you see very heavy H3, multiple mercenary cards to send to follow up with the timing attack. Infinite falconet, 2 falconets. I mean, this is rough. 24 pike in H4 though, kind of interesting. I don't know, what are you thinking when you see this?
Well, that card just buffs the pikes as well, so I think that's what it is about. But or is it? No, this is a different one. Oh, my bad. Yeah, he doesn't even have Marvelous Year or the Hacienda card, so yeah, definitely going for Fast Fortress there. There's a lot of crates in H2, but I suppose what else do you kind of send around?
Yeah, I'm curious. You would think it's a timing attack. You would think you could follow up, because now the Purishiki even more deadly, and then you could follow up with even more mercenary cards or, specific unit shipments. Having capitalism and throwing all your vills on coin would kind of do that for you. But H2 coming in now. Let's see, Governor. So gonna get that. You're gonna get that outpost wagon, and then you want to put that up against your opponent's base on the side, and that way you can land that attack even earlier. Looking over at Madonna's side, going probably quartermaster. Yep, exactly. And having a market start, so immediately going ahead and getting those market techs, going for an economic boost here. You would think maybe, see, here's the thing with the Purishiki. You would think, oh, I want to mass H2 and be able to counter it, but you're not going to be able to mass enough in time to really deal with how heavy that attack is. So
I don't know. I think with France you can age up quite competitively and get your 2 falcons, and then you're kind of fine.
yeah, you would have to fast fortress though, right? You would think.
Yeah, of course, yeah. The thing with or semi fast fortress is, I guess, is fine too. The thing with Spain is that they do not get dragoon or skirmisher shipments,
Yeah, that's a big
which you
one.
kind of need against France.
Yeah, and so now we're seeing 4 CDB coming in, great card, and then followed up by probably 700 coin. Yeah, exactly. You can see him macroing right here. Using that wood, he's probably going to go ahead and try to get some military production buildings down, probably a house, or two, and then is immediately great macro on Madonna's part to just go ahead and get that, that steel traps in. Huge card for France because they're so reliant on food, just because of the increased cost, and then plus just going to go ahead and macro for Fast Fortress. Now, interesting enough, looking at the Spain side, with Werner, Outpost is going defensive here.
Yeah, that's it.
So we may be wrong.
Maybe it's. I don't know. I don't know. It's after all the map isn't that large, so you can just cross. But
you would think over
I feel
here
it's
though,
always
maybe
a bit dangerous. Yeah. I always feel it's a bit dangerous to put it in base because, especially, for example, I've faced the USA doing this before, and he would have to walk across the lake, and then I would like catch his Gatlings on the lake while he was reinforcing. So it's always a bit of a risk here.
We're seeing actually great macro. Again, I can't emphasize this enough. He's getting units out, but the macro is on point. I don't know if he's going to train any other musketeers here. I don't know. I got it. I don't know if he missed it or not, but he's got.
Well, in that case, he should have cancelled it.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. But now he's going to have the H3 coming in. Exile Prince immediately coming in. He's doing a good job scouting here. And I'm wondering what his next card's probably going to be. H3 already coming in. Sergeant at Arms. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, but the Exile Prince is your best weapon against Spain because Spain doesn't have a fast age up, so you'll kind of match his speed in the end.
Well, you could have. Well, they have the Trastamara card.
They do, but it's it's dependent on how many cards
you send. Yeah. Now market coming down multiple houses, not a church yet. He doesn't need it. Rods are coming in. Interesting.
He does have a shipment, but he's not sending the church card.
But he hasn't sent the church card yet. Exactly. You would want that church right now in this transition. Sergeant at Arms is coming in pretty quickly. H3 already hitting for Madonna. So both sides are just kind of content to just kind of let their plans play out. But skirms are now going to be produced here on Madonna's part. Werner, more rods.
I suppose the Spain player just knows that Piroshiki is not that good against France, so he's going for something else.
Or he knows that he can't. Or maybe, yeah, you could kind of say like, okay, well, he's probably expecting that from me, and I see the H3 already coming in, and so I'm not even gonna bother, unless he wants to do a delayed. I don't know. Maybe he wants to delay it and just have an even bigger mass when he goes for the timing attack, because it's not difficult to push France over.
No, I'd say he'll just do a normal FF sending lancers. That's pretty good too. Maybe he does have a 4. Does he? It doesn't look like he's going to F5 though, because he doesn't really have the cards.
He's got the 1,000 wood coming in. So
wood?
Turtle. Okay.
More
rods, even more rods, and these guys. So rods are funny because because these guys can actually counter skirms if you upgrade them and get them on top of the skirms. They can dish out the punishment. This is a lot of archaic infantry though, and then on his part, only 1 trade post. Looking over at Madonna, 2 trade posts, and he did stagecoach. He is now massing skirm goon.
Yeah. Probably
content to go ahead and just fight it out. H3. No falconet shipment coming in yet though. On his part, he instead opted for, I believe, just a dragoon shipment.
Well, that is interesting. He didn't scout Spain's army, so but you also know that Spain doesn't get skirmishers for a while, so dragoons is always a good shot.
He is going to go ahead and get the vet Rodeleros and 2 Falcons coming in now and an artillery foundry. So this is not a Piroshiki. Both sides are massing for violence. Yeah. It seems like.
He's training more Falcons.
Oh, he is. Oh, wow. Okay, so that was the 1,000 wood. So the 1,000 wood is the intention behind that
wood.
being.
No, wood is not what you need.
For well, you need coin, right? He has more. He's macroed 17 for coin.
I suppose. Yeah, you do need some wood, I suppose. But.
Well, he's not.
Is he getting another TC? Well, here come the goons on the side.
Is he getting goons coming in here? He's not getting another TC. I don't see it. Goons kind of poking around, wanting to see what they can see. He can't see the mass here.
Wait, is Spain shipping an H2 shipment?
Yes.
That is.
Really but only going to Falc. I don't know why he didn't. I feel like he could have gotten more out of that, but I don't know what the intention. Ooh. Looking over here, Dragoon's trying to get on top of these Falconets. Immediately going to go ahead and just get the shots off. Taking a little bit of damage here from these Dragoons. Skirmisher's kind of poking and prodding, but he does not have the mass at all to really push into this. But 2 Falconets now coming in, so it's going to be a Falc war. But as we saw, Spain now has 4 Falconets, and so it's going to be extremely difficult. This is a entirely anti-cav composition. It's going to be very, very difficult for him to take out these Falcs. Now, assuming, however, that he can keep the Pike and the Rodellero alive. He does not upgrade these Pikes, though. They're still age 2. Getting on top of the CDB. This guy's definitely going to go down, but now Madonna absolutely sees this. What's the pop space looking like? 85 out of 100, 26 to 30, but CDB are better, so it's going to be... Oof. That guy goes flying. 2 Falconets now coming in. Let's see if he can micro this. Oof. Okay, house going down. Pop space is looking kind of rough. 1 Falconet going down on each side. He did not... Oh, getting right on top. Is he... Oh, 2 Falconets going down, and still a Falconet going up. What is... You can't really... Okay, now 2 Falconets down. Still has the 2 Falconets. Pike and Rod trying to get on top of these Dragoons, but Madonna's micro is showing off here. They're just going to go ahead and get wiped. Yeah, absolutely. The Dragoons are taking casualties now, and he's trying to kite this back. He is losing a lot of skirms, but 3 Dragoons going to go ahead and get in on the melee. Rods were found wanting. They were missing in the field. And it looks like that other Falconet.
He's going to lose that Falcon. Oh, man, that was so close, though.
Falconet was close, and it looks like even more skirms getting in on this, and going to go ahead and clean up that mass. Heavy casualties on each side, but it looks like definitely Madonna was able to kite that out with the Dragoons and win out. So that goon shipment was smart, because he definitely needed them. And now more skirmishers coming in, and it looks like France is on the up and up. Score's still kind of even, though. Heavy fight. That was intense. Good job on the micro part for Madonna, but it looks like he is... Okay, 1 Falconet now being delivered, another Falconet being trained, 1 Falconet's here, and even more Rods, and then now going to throw some Lancers into that. I feel like he probably... Well, I don't know if Lancers would have been the proper answer in that previous fight. He didn't really need to get on top of the skirms.
There's a lot of goons.
I feel like he probably just needed... He needed some skirms to counter those Dragoons, is what he really needed. The Rods were getting kited out pretty hard by Madonna's micro. So I'm curious as to see how he's going to play this one out. He looks like hopefully trying to get some more Falconets into the play. Still more Vills, 31 now. Madonna did lose some Vills. He lost some houses there, but he's now bounced back 27 and back to 100 pop space. And he's got 2 wood shipments doing with the stagecoach here on the trade post. So that's going to help a great deal with his macro. Coin mine running out. He does not have a pretty arsenal coming in, so he's going to get those arsenal techs, but I'm trying to find his mass over here. He's massed pretty well. I think he's remassed pretty decently. Not as many goons as before.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. And he's got the stagecoach still, remember, so... It's doing good.
I'm just curious, why keep going Rods? I mean, I guess you're worried about the Cure-Sarah switch, maybe?
Well, they pair great with Lancers, but it's kind of...
Both armies switching sides here. His mass is going to be behind. Is he going to push the base or just come right back? He's going to go ahead and come right back. He's going to lose some Vills here.
Yeah. And those Vills have melee resist, right? Range resist.
Range resistance, yeah, but it looks like the goons are going to go ahead and get on top.
Ah, what a shove.
Ooh, he needs to pull those Lancers back. They do not need to be in that. They need to go ahead and go raid. He needs to break apart this mass.
Yeah.
Skirms were... Maybe I missed some of the action here, but he's going to get the counter infantry rifle in here.
Oh, nice snare with the rods down. Okay, that's really good. Oh, man, he just...
Some coming down. Three goons. That's really smart. Good job on his part. He needs to go ahead and add to this mass if he's going to keep pushing. 3 Falconets now coming in. Let's go see what the unit production is on his side. Even more Rods. Ooh, what a pain. Probably going to use another Falconet shipment here. Going to go ahead and just lean into keeping him capped on the house space. 4 Dragoons. They're now trying to get in on the action, but they're not really going to be able to do much. Ooh, good shot on the Falcons.
They get a good...
Ooh, a couple of skirmishers going down. Dragoons trying to get on top of these Lancers, but they're going to go ahead and get wasted. Ooh, Madonna's in a tough spot.
Spain is doing some good damage here.
Yes, he is. Those houses are definitely... he's kind of in a rough spot with the pop space, trying to get more goons. But he needs to do something.
He's getting the ranged careful. So he's getting the extra range on the goons to shoot the Falcons from far away.
That'll help.
That's kind of smart. I like that.
And also team range infantry attack as well. Gonna go ahead and continue to buff these skirmishers. But if I'm Madonna, I'm feeling a little bit of the pressure here. And if he continues, now he's a little bit deep though. He needs to losing this trade post would hurt. I don't know if I was
really
Spain.
need some skirms.
Yeah, he may need to fall back here. This is a bit much. Those lances are now going to probably get wiped, immediately by the dragoons, and now those rods are going to get kited out. He needs to go ahead and pull back. I think this push has done plenty of damage.
Oof. Oh wow, Swiss spikes coming in.
I'm confused by that. Now, okay, again, another push, and it looks like Madonna has survived. He took a lot of damage, but Warner needs to not be so greedy here. He needs to go ahead and fall back. And I wonder if Madonna's going to go ahead and try
resources.
Yeah, 1,200. Oh, I guess he's just going to go ahead and go for age 4? No? 36. More rods. Okay, interesting. I'm really curious as to what the plan is. Madonna just going to go ahead and leaning into the skirm goon. It's worked for him so far. He's kind of bounced back again to the house. His rod's trying to get on top of these dragoons.
Keep screening with the rods.
Yeah, just great micro on each part here. I mean, I'm very jealous. I wish I was as fine-tuned as these two players. Ooh, just violence all over the place. Now the skirm's going to try to get into the action. Falconet's going in and shooting off. Ooh, he is just working him over. The rods are not fast enough to get on top of the goons. Then the skirms are here, and they're going to constantly kite back and forth. The Falconets. Ooh!
Oh, that was crazy. Man, France is taking some real damage here. Look at the scores. They're just getting in favor of Spain.
Oh, even more losses here. But the dragoons are finally going to go ahead and get on top. He's just going to go ahead and lose those Falconets. Those rods are now getting on top of the skirms, and like I said, he can kite, kind of, but rods can do some damage. Oh, and then even more rods, and then here are the Swiss pike now getting on top of the goons. Madonna is clicking his heart out. Can you see that? I mean, this is insane.
Yeah. He's managed to unsnare his dragoons, so that's good. But both players kind of lost their entire army here. The Swiss pike remass. It was nice, but it would have been better if it had come in like
a little late, I think, like you're saying.
It came a bit late. Yeah.
Oof, losing some goons there. Madonna just gonna go ahead and more skirm, more goon, and gonna go ahead wilderness warfare.
Wow, interesting choice.
Losing some pike there. I feel like Werner kind of threw those pike away, but now scores are evening out, and
he's setting Highlanders.
Now, I'm curious why, though, because he's got skirm. Like, I don't understand why go Highlander.
Yeah, I would rather have Spain mix some skirms against the dragoons.
2 TPs now lost on the part of Madonna. That's going to hurt the macro, I think. Not many skirm.
Although Werner didn't get his own TP stage cursor. He should probably build a trade burst on that line, actually.
Yeah, go ahead and
take
take
a free upgrade.
Yeah, take control of it. More rods, more skirms coming in, or sorry, Highlanders coming in. A little lull in the action here. I think he's kind of given up on the Falconet pushes. I think 21 on wood, none on food. This macro is by Werner is curious to me. I feel like he's moving through different stages of the game, and he's got plans for each stage almost, you know.
I suppose there's no food around his base anymore, so.
Oh, is that true? Yeah, you're right. He's got a hunt here and here, and all the way deep in the base, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and push.
He's adding a TC, yeah.
He is adding a TC. Okay, so now he's taking control. He's got 7. I think 7 on that.
And he's taken both TPs as well. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
This is not a fight he wants to take. He needs to go ahead and move out. Madonna's going to go ahead and try to snare with that Explorer. See if he can get in there.
Yeah, pikes and rods are 5 speed. So it's come on.
Just out of. But the Caracol, like you said, I mean, that's giving them that extra range.
Yeah, that tech pays off so well.
Yeah, huge. Huge.
And you just need skirms to
Oh, and he sees this right now.
Oh
Oh,
no!
can he get it up?
Oh,
I don't
it's
know.
fine. It's going.
Okay, there it is. It's another TC. That's a TC in.
Oh, if you could have popped this shipment there.
Rod's gonna go ahead and try to get on top. I just don't agree with the Rod play anymore. I feel like it's. I mean, this is a significant mass, but I mean, they're just not fast enough. They're just not fast enough for what Madonna's doing here with his.
Yeah.
What is it? 725 versus just 4.
Well, ranged units just beat melee units in this game. That's just how it works. And oh man, there's the 3 Falcons.
3 Falcons he was able to macro 4, and that's going to be huge against a all infantry composition on the part of Werner. He's going to be in trouble. He called militiamen. Interestingly enough, can you see this? He has to see that Falc, and he's going to go ahead and fall back.
He's hitting a 3rd TC though on the other side, so he's going to get those other hunts and a mine.
I'm wondering if we're going to see some age 4 here. I would think that one side needs to go ahead and move to the next age.
It looks like Madonna is.
Madonna's playing his heart out. 2 Falconets now coming in. No Colv on Werner's part. Not going to go ahead and counter that artillery. Just going to go with Falcons. Madonna.
Yeah, he's definitely going for industrial. Look at that macro. And
yeah, well, he does have Cure being made, and he is making Halb. So I'm guessing he's trying to settle into a siege here, or trying to counter the Rodellero when they get on top.
Yeah, and Halbs are like perfect to defend your artillery, so it's a good move.
3 Falconets now and a fort. Okay, so we may be settling into some sort of sprawling map. Heavy infrastructure.
I'm not a fan of the fort on this map because of the lake. You can only like secure one side of the map with it instead of like just plumping it in the middle.
This is true. He doesn't have.
It's not great.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't have castrumentation, so he does not have the second fort card that he can get in each 4. So
yeah.
That ruins that opportunity. Let's see what side of the map he chooses to place his control. I would guess. Yep. Exactly on the right side from our perspective. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this.
Oh no.
And that's it. That's done. He's going to see this fort. If Madonna's not paying attention, then that's one thing, but he has to see this. I mean, there it is. And there's your fort.
And that's 1,200 resources. That's like an entire shipment just going to waste.
And this is a significant mass now at this point. Kyo coming in here on the side, and he's getting Colv. Very smart. Going to go ahead and anticipate any sort of counter. Militiamen now being called.
But Spain is in the French base.
Base trade. Okay. Madonna's just going to go ahead and give that up.
Wasn't Madonna like going to H4 maybe?
I didn't see an H4.
There's coin trades on the. No, but
oh, he was. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. He was. Yeah, I see what you mean. He was sending in the coin. Yeah, he's got 2 Falconets. 2 Falconets being trained. I wonder if he's going to get those out. See what he can do. He's just going to go ahead and try to base trade here.
Yeah, it's a pretty smart idea, I suppose.
Leaving 3 Falconets to.
Yeah.
And another Towncenter going down about him. Going to go ahead and move those Falconets over to the side. And now he's kind of in trouble. He's 115 over 70 right now.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. He's severely.
I wonder what Werner's going to do here. I don't. He's going to go ahead and get on top of that. Cure. That's what he's going to try to do.
Oh, Church Guard. Yeah, I like that.
Smart. Okay, so now the church card's now coming in, and so he has a church here. So now those church techs are now going to start to finally come in, and Wild Geese is going to be huge here. I think Wild Geese. How?
Well, he can't get that. He's macroing for the hubs right now.
I mean, eventually he can add to the mass here.
Yeah, though he's kind of out of food on the map.
But he better be careful. If he loses that church, he's just going to be. He's in a bad way.
I think he's going to try to pop the house at the right on Madonna's army.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting.
Madonna's going to go ahead and just immediately start putting down a new base. This base is now completely wiped. He does have quite a sizable mass. He's 113 over 30. I mean, this is the all-in here. 5 Falcons and plenty of skirm, but if these Falcons ever go down, that's it. I don't think he was able to get the culverin.
He's still going to get to H4 probably now, since he doesn't really have another way to spend to actually spend his resources.
Over Werner, he is going to go ahead and get the Royal Alabaderos.
There we go. And he's going to pop them right on the.
See if he can get on the Falconets. That's going to do nothing.
Oh, the Minutemen just disappeared.
Now, can his army collapse at the right time? Oh, and they're going to go ahead and get in there.
They're here. Okay.
I don't know. That TC was kind of rough. The TC kind of got in the way there. Swiss Pikeman now getting on top.
Swiss Pikes, yeah.
1 Falconet going down. He's got the 2 firing here. Another Falconet goes down. Get that into firing.
We've got 1 more, and there we go.
2.
Ah, that's a double.
There it is. Done.
There we go. And he wipes.
And this is a white right here. Wow. 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 Look at that swing. Oh my god. And this is you just tilt like this is the kind of swing that you just see that and you just hit that top right button and you just say whatever, like not even GG, just see ya. Like I do not care anymore. Oh man, that is frustrating.
And he found the TC as well, so now he's got to push into the.
He does have.
They didn't go for the age up, so.
He does have muskets coming in.
Are they upgraded? Yeah, they are.
They are. He does have vet musks. Madonna's in a
he's
bad way.
Yeah, he runs the risk of getting popped again.
He is popped right now.
What a massive swing for Spain. That was epic.
45 over 50. Now Werner's he does still have his TC, so he's still good to go.
Shipping more rods. Training points.
I don't know. These muskets. Highlanders, they're not going to show their worth.
Yeah, and rods beat musketeers if done.
He doesn't have a mass to push this now. Yeah, rods beat musketeers.
If they get into melee, they do. But the Falcon goes down. Okay.
Yeah, these are upgraded. These are upgraded CDB, and so they're just going to go ahead and get to shooting, and they're just going to. And that's a swing back. So it looks like Werner needs to pull these vills back. I don't know what they're doing, but wow, that was. And then there it is. Werner could remass, just going ahead and getting wild geese, I think, from the church.
He definitely seems to be saving the food for it.
That was wow.
Or not.
Wow, CDB came in clutch for him, was able to push back and take out those Falcons. Smart move on Madonna's part, and he's going to go ahead and he's just going to say, all right, we're going to brawl for it here. Going into guard mode. Great kiting on Madonna's part. Oh, very frustrating to play up against, and he's got these guys into guard mode. Trying to get on top. These Highlanders are going to be able to do some exceptional damage as long as he can snare these muskets.
Yeah, without the Highlanders, this would be a very bad fight, but he's doing great now.
Madonna doing really great on just getting those houses out, building that base, but now he's hugging this corner, and Werner knows exactly where he is. He does have a Falconet.
I'd like to see Spain get the other trade post line again. Oh wait, he did. My bad.
Yeah, he's got 3.
Okay, very good, very good.
He's got 3, and he's got food and coin coming in. Now he's going crossbow. I don't understand. What he doesn't have the archaic infantry combat cards, so it's like, why?
I suppose he doesn't really have the. He feels like he doesn't have the coin to make skirms.
Why not go wild geese with armor pistoleros? That would be massive. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get on top of this Falconet.
No.
He's gonna lose a lot. That's a lot of. That's a huge loss. Oh, that's the kind of GG sort of play that you're making there, just to take out a single Falconet and you don't even get it. 16 health. Oh my god, this back and forth is awful.
Yeah, but Madonna's eco is kind of idle, but Spain also needs.
He's done to 33.
Yeah. And the French vills are better, but of course Spain does have the stagecoach, I suppose. Still kind of even.
Scores are looking very even right now. a bit of lull in the action. I'm just flabbergasted. You guys should see it. My jaw is on the floor. Like, this is still just going on. He has now claimed possession of this side of the map. And any plans to go to H4, anybody? I'm not sure. I'm just curious as to, I mean, now skirm and muskets. Probably giving up on the Dragoon. Church coming in. Werner needs to, I think, Wild Geese, armor pistols, if he's going to stay H3. If not, go ahead and go H4. But it looks like he is going to start to opt for that H4. Heavy cannon would do wonders for him in this situation, I think.
Pistoliers would be good as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think he, instead of pushing the base, trying to look for that win and getting wiped by the CDB, perhaps the Pistoliers, and then you have Wild Geese, and then you have those Falcons that you're protecting. I mean, that's a win right there. But then again, you have to macro for all those resources, because I forget what Wild Geese is. What, 1,000 coin or 1,000 food? I think it's 1,000 food. I'm trying to remember.
I think it's like 1,500 food.
Yeah, it could be. I know there's like 2 versions of it, I think, right? There's like an H4 and H3.
Yeah, the H4 one is 2,000 coin.
Oh, okay.
And he is going H4. Okay.
Cavalry Marshal, H4 Spain.
Probably some Lancers.
Okay, and then maybe
Getting heavy cannons. Actually, getting heavy cannons would be really good.
Heavy cannons would be really good, and then I think you macro for that coin to get your pistols.
Yours in transitions. Yeah, you could do that.
Market now coming in.
You kind of want the shipment for heavy cannons, so that's kind of tough.
He does have the shipment stored right there, halfway through to H4. Madonna continuing to play out the H3. He does have some estates now going in. He 8 and 10, and then what's that? 2 Falcons. So just a lot of Falcon play here. Insistence on the Falconettes.
Yeah, I do feel that Spain is kind of lacking on the eco cards in his deck, so he's going to like eventually be outskilled, isn't he?
32 to 38, so he's already outscaled as it is now. 3 Falconettes here. Looks like Madonna's going to go ahead and push.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
I'll tell you what, if this H4 comes in, and then, like I said, you get the pistols, and then with Lancers coming in, I mean, that's huge. I mean, he's got mainly an infantry position.
He's sending the Pistoliers, but right now, with all those Falcons, it's probably better to actually ship the heavy cannons, to be honest.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
He did repair his TC, so that's a good move on this, but he's losing. Oh! If that TC goes down, he's got no shipment points.
Does he not? Oh, no, he's got here.
Oh, he does, okay. Yeah, he still has a town, right?
He can get... I think the Lancers can... I don't know. This is getting kind of close.
Oh, well, he should probably not pop the TC now.
Or no, he should, because those Lancers going to go ahead and get right on
his...
top. Madonna was... Oh, he may lose all these crossbow, but it does not matter to him.
Crossbows are cheap. Oh, there we go.
I don't
know about that either.
But
the arrow damage. Oh no.
Do you want those in melee? I don't even know.
Well, they do have massive melee resistance, so it's
yeah, and both those Falconets just went ahead and got wiped out. But that's a 1,000 coin card. I don't know that.
Yeah, I definitely have preferred the heavy cannons.
Yeah, that would have been better, I think. Dog's now coming in, gonna do some damage, and Madonna is once again just kind of on the back foot here. He's lost his Falconets. He's lost most of that infantry mass. 1 Falconet trying to come in.
He does have the eco.
He does have an eco advantage. 40 vills to his 33.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that the Spain card did is he took out the Falcons, so he kind of saved his TC. But he's not really trading any vills. He's really starting to fall behind now, I feel. And the other trade line has been upgraded by Madonna as well, so he's equaled out on that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He only got to equal out on the resources or on the age, and then it will be GG probably.
More muskets coming in on Madonna's part. Interesting. Just going Musk Falc here. And at no point have we seen really any sort of light infantry besides crossbow on the part of Werner, and now more Swiss pike coming from a tavern. I don't know. What do you think? Like, I mean,
Swiss
both of
pike
these.
and heavy cannon. I mean, why not?
Yeah, I mean he's a much better player than me. I've just started playing Spain, and I'm just I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, Swiss pike and 2 heavy cannon. Probably gonna go ahead and ship on this side. Just gonna go ahead and give up that TC. I just feel like there were many moments in which Werner probably could have ended the game if something was.
Yeah, the game really went both ways for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Still Stagecoach. Now Cole.
Yeah,
smart move. Smart move on Madonna's part. And still just kind of like, I'm just going to stage 3. I don't know if he has any intentions of aging. Pike now, too. Really just wanting to protect. I think he's anticipating like a Cure switch or a Hussar switch at any point that has not materialized on Madonna's part. And he's really trying to protect these heavy cannons like he should, but he's not. I think most of the game he's made anti-cav, and there really hasn't been that much cav. In fact, we haven't seen any.
One Cures here.
We've seen, I think it was a 3 Cure shipment. No, not even that. I think, he didn't even send it. Like, we've barely seen any hand cavalry from Madonna at all.
I suppose Rod's kind of soft counter dragoons as well, but
yeah, we saw that earlier for sure. I just don't think the Spain player was anticipating the game going this long. I think that, or maybe
considering his deck, that's probably right. And it's like classic Spain. Spain doesn't really. Spain needs to kind of end it already, and then.
Yeah, going this late in the game is kind of rough for Spain, but now look.
Oh, nice.
Huge loss there on the skirm part.
He's going to get a Falk too.
Yep, he is going to get the Falk. Culver going to go ahead and step up. And he's probably going to end up losing these heavy cannon just because, unless he can pull it back in time. Smart. Good job. Good job. But more pike. You see the composition. You see it's Musk. You see it's Falk. You see it's Culv. And then more pike. And only 32. And again, like you said, he's not training any Vils anymore. He's got 32. He's like, I've hit my limit. 32 is the limit. Madonna now taking that lead. 42 after losing so much. And to Culv. And he's just kind of no walls yet. Go ahead and scout this out.
He probably thinks that Spain has these factories already and producing more heavy cannons.
Well, Spain is not producing a Vil because it doesn't have a TC.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. He is macroed 4 to get that wood, and he is going to go ahead and get a trade post. That's interesting. But now Madonna sees that outpost. He's going to make even more muskets, and another thing is that he doesn't have the Royal Army card. And you know what he could do is he could send Ancien Regime, right, and then get the coin. Go ahead and age up.
Yeah, or even get those techs from the Bourbon, like the huge XP one. And the
yeah, that's true.
Coin. You can get a lot of value from that. I'd like him to add a bit more Falcons, actually. But I think this is a good comp already, and we'll see what Spain does against it. The scores are
tight.
Oddly close again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he does have an age up on him.
That's true.
Nothing but musks, really, in this composition here. I don't know, Lancers would be a good answer to this, I think. He does have...
Yeah.
Could get Lancers if he wanted to.
Well, no, he's no food.
I'm not seeing where that TC is going to be going down. Instead, going a couple of mills. Okay. All right. Let's see it. He does need the food. I mean, we're pretty much out of hunts on this map at this point, and I think Madonna has now moved to mills.
Oh, he's going to run in that. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, man, that was
trying to get on top. Gonna go ahead and fall back. Yeah, he's gonna lose a lot. He's gonna lose a lot for that one. He's trying to sneak in and get those Culv, but he's not gonna be able to do so. Ooh, this is just rough. And so now Madonna is just gonna go ahead and slow push him. So Werner's gonna be in trouble because now he's gonna have his houses sieged. Okay. He's gonna go
He's
Trabant.
just going to flatten this entire base.
I don't know. I feel like
Spain already.
I feel like I don't know. No TC on the part of Werner.
I mean, Trabants are nice because they kind of, you know, they've got this deflection ability, so it's kind of cool. But and they don't cost population, which is also an advantage when you don't have houses.
Sure, but I mean, it's pike on top of pike. I mean, like, you got a bunch of falconets and musketeers staring you down. What are you doing? You know.
It's funny that Madonna's still adding calls when he could realistically be adding fast. He's probably just expecting more heavy cannons.
Just taking quick pot shots over there with the heavy cannon. Going ahead and dip out of there. But Werner's not doing anything to really set himself up for taking out the Culverin either. No. So, and then we still have not seen a TC on his part. He's just trying to get more. He's just trying to get these natives out. Veteran Saxon Cursor, huge. That's a play. That's certainly a unit that would do well, I think, into this despite the muskets.
But he cancels them.
Okay.
Oh. Probably wants a TC instead. I don't know. Let's see.
He does need a TC, but Madonna's going to go ahead and keep slow pushing here. Now even more coal. Your request is not going to be honored here, please. It is just going to be Colv Central. It's you wanted more falconets. Yeah. He's going to make more Colv.
Yeah. Kind of disappointed.
I'm going to go ahead and hug the side of this here. You can see the French base. 47 now. So.
It's completely moved. Like I think we've.
Ooh, he's gonna catch it. He's gonna catch all these.
Oh no!
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. No! Oh, he got the shot off. Oh man, that was so.
All right. So both heavy cannons are still up. Looks like Madonna's just gonna go ahead and he's gonna run after him. Oh my gosh, Madonna's mass is. I mean, it's a 6K score lead. His mass is just massive right now, and even it being an H3, it doesn't matter. I mean this comp is made for like heavy sieging, and this is not what Madonna has built. Werner, for his part, still no TC. Don't want to lose the action here. He's gonna end up losing these heavy cannon. Yeah, and he's instantly just gonna go ahead and get wiped. I mean, we're probably and then we're nearing the end here. I don't know what the plan is. I think.
No. This looks like a GG.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he... I don't know exactly what his plan was.
Oh man, those houses go down so fast though.
Yeah, they do have a lot of... That's what I'm saying. It's a heavy siege composition. Yeah, one toss and then they're done. Wow. I mean... Okay. But it looks like he's still...
Yeah, it's kind of GG.
Yeah, I mean, like, at what point do you think to yourself, like, you're like, okay, this, you know, he's not, I don't want to say he's not playing, but, like, definitely not playing to win.
Well, maybe he doesn't kind of see the extent of Madonna's economic lead. I don't know if that's possible. I think by now he should have a clear idea. He just walked through the entire base. And, I don't know.
I mean, he doesn't have a TC.
He does have a lot of pikes.
He's making more pike. I think he's just... I think he knows it's over.
He's gonna get that counter. Oh no!
No, not even that. I don't think this is you know. I think there was some really intense back and forths, but I think he just kind of.
Yeah, he's dragging it out.
I feel like he just gave out. Like I think there was a point there where maybe after the Pistoliers with that loss.
Yeah. I think that's kind of where he lost it. He should really have shipped heavy cannons, and after that he didn't really manage to get his eco back up.
He does have one of my favorite new units, the Northern Veteran Musketeer. Yeah, I do love these guys.
Oh man, that's a weird card. That's a weird tech to get right now.
What is that?
That's a skirm tech.
Okay.
He didn't make a single skirm the entire game.
No, not at all.
Yeah, But yeah, I love the Northern Musketeers as well. It's great. Oh wait, he's got something in the base there. Is that some? Wait, no, in France's base.
Oh, he uses the Golden Reiter
No.
ability. Yeah, and he's got the Saxon Cuirassier coming in, and I mean, I guess he's gonna try to. I don't know what the plan is, because now, what does Madonna care? He's just gonna go ahead and just. It's his game to lose at this point.
Yeah.
But Saxon Cuirassier getting in on top of this, and he's gonna lose a lot of
He's
eco.
going to lose at least something.
Yeah, he's losing a lot. Quite a few vills going down here, but for Madonna's part, was I mean, at this point, like
One more swing. There we go.
he's gonna go ahead and just
he's
gonna go ahead and just siege down that TC, just to as a one last like kind of, I wouldn't call it a Hail Mary, but just like a, I mean, just a ring around the rosy at this point, like just like, all right, we're gonna chase each other across the map. Just gonna go ahead and focus down that TC. Just running around trying to get away from the Musketeers. Lots of vills being lost here as the Pike are getting on top and the Trabants are getting on top. Northern Musketeers. These guys are just now getting back. And this Culverins are just kind of dead space resources because none of that's being made. TC now going down. Wow. Just pure violence. I mean, just pure violence on Werner's part.
I didn't expect this as well.
No, not at all. I guess, hey, Werner, everything I said, I take it back. Wow, and another TC, but on the Spanish side of the map now. On Madonna's part, and then finally a TC going down on Spain's part, and it looks okay. I mean,
they ended up switching sides. Yeah.
Yes, and it looks like Madonna is. I mean, he's in a much better spot just because he has infrastructure. He has plenty of infrastructure, but he lost. I mean, now you're down to 34. You're about equal with Spain again. That economic lead that you were talking about that he built, so like
It's
that,
still there because these are Coeur de Bois. But
right. Now he's gonna lose that. He's gonna lose that TP and. Bill going down, or sorry, score going down. Wow, I would be so frustrated on either side. Just, this is rough.
He's getting no resources right now. He can't do anything.
Oh, and now he sees.
Like, all the resources he's getting is the stage code. Oh, there.
But he sees the base here. He sees the base here, and that's about it. He's just gonna go ahead and end it here.
Yeah.
Oh. But I don't. This is not going to do enough. There's not enough units to really kind of. I you know what? I should stop talking.
We said yeah.
But go ahead. The muskets are going to go ahead and clean that up, and then now they're going to go ahead and push the final of the base. And I don't think Werner really has anything to kind of run around with at this point. Madonna still. He's got a TC back. He's got his 33 vills. I mean, he lost a lot there. That was. I mean, that attack. If it came in about 2 minutes earlier. You know, it'd be a different game, I think, but it did not, and unfortunately, Werner.
It's so funny to me that we're both like, yeah, this is definitely over, and he's just dragging it on, and then suddenly he just wipes the face.
Yeah, like what a multiple wild swings in Werner's pocket. Like this is a guy who really understands like these tech pops, which is Spain's strength, right? And I mean. He really understands like how to get his unit pops and how to time it, and I just think the timings have been a bit off this game because Madonna has just been playing this as well as he can, and it's been really impressive on both parts. I think Madonna has used the techs. He's using the air balloon. Obviously, he's played it out. He didn't get tilted. He went ahead and fought it out in H3, built the base, did what he needed to do. But for Werner's part, just really great understanding of unit shipments and pops, I think. Although the timing hasn't worked out always, but he's been able to use that to full effect.
Yeah, he's still tossing torches everywhere. What a game.
Yeah, I mean this map is now cleared out. He's got vills running around the map. Madonna is now just kind of hunting down everything at this point, and another Towncenter.
But there's literally nothing on the map anymore. Like there's no, except wood.
No, you would need. I mean, it would be so difficult for him to build a base, and especially build a base just like in between Madonna's bases, who now has 3 TCs. He's gonna have to just keep building all across the map just to make sure that Werner doesn't come back into this. And now, the GG is finally called.
And he finally calls it.
Yeah, after the TC goes down, and. Waiting for the resignation to come in. But that's pretty much it for Werner's part. He's going to go ahead and call the GG and ship coin for whatever reason.
I'm building a market to.
But yeah, there's I mean, yeah, I mean, there's nothing to do. There really is nothing to do. I mean, this is it. Like,
You kind of ran out of shipments.
yeah, he's out. I mean, we're all pretty much fresh out. Both of these players have basically fought to the bottom of the barrel. Like, really gave it all. You know, spent everything to make sure that, you know, nothing was left wanting. You know what I mean? Like, exhausted all possible resources in order to win this game. The only thing Madonna hasn't done is go to H4, but really nothing. He doesn't really have too much in H4, except, you know, the unit upgrades could give to gear. You know,
all the factories, I suppose, and they can actually have use. He did scout this Spanish base, and he's beelining for it now.
Yeah, I don't know. You call GG. I mean, surrender. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason to drag that out. But
maybe he had like a lost idea or something.
Well, I mean, what to send to get a factory in the corner and see.
Or maybe he was just flexing and saying it's GG for you. I don't know.
Wow. And there it is. It is finally over and done with.
What a game.
Wow. I mean, thoughts? I don't have any. Don't have any too much to say here. This is quite something.
I can't think anymore. This was crazy.
Yeah, it like broke me. Yeah, I mean, what? I didn't count the amount of TCs. It had to be close to 10 at that point. So insane, just insane. Yeah, I guess the only thing I could say is this, like, very interesting compositional choices. I think some of the pops were maybe mistimed or mismacroed on Spain's part, but just really interesting way of playing the Civ. I think that he really played to the strengths. I think that he has a very good, like, general game knowledge and understanding of how to play these things out. But Madonna's micro was just really something to be commended, I think, especially in those early stages when he was kind of teetering and it looked kind of like it was going to be over. He microed it really well, and he also played it out. He didn't get frustrated. He didn't resign. He didn't call it quits or anything like that, especially after the huge swing, losing the TC there. I mean, he just kind of plugged along, and that was really good.
Yeah.
Taking a look here at the post game. Huge unit losses. Let's look at military. 125 rods to 126 musk. Look at so you can't sustain these kinds of losses, you know what I mean? 381 military but 258 killed. I mean, that's
Yeah, although the Spain units were way cheaper, so
that is true.
As well, but...
That is true. Military unit counts. Look at that pop. Huge.
Yeah, it was massive there.
25, you think? Yeah, but
that
huge loss.
It was a huge investment.
Yeah, exactly. And then just kind of continued going. I want to take a look at this villager count. Yeah, see, Werner really, I mean, this is kind of a telltale sign, you know, that you're not doing so hot. I mean, that is 23 to 45. You know, with the little bump.
He just never had any food either.
Yeah, over 20 minutes of a lack of Vil production. You know, you really can't get away with that too much. And not saying that it's his fault, but that's hard, you know.
Well, yeah. Yeah, there was just no food. Imagine he had that Hacienda card and just being able to, you know, when the food runs out, just switch onto those.
Yeah.
That would have been really helpful.
Yeah. Just not weird, but just interesting compositional choices, like doubling down on the pike, doubling down on the pikemen, or sorry, Swiss pike and pikemen, Trabant. I don't know. But then again, he didn't have too much in the way of options. You know, he wasn't building barracks. He wasn't building stables. He didn't mass lancers. He didn't, you know, he went for those trade posts later on. Huge pop here, and then obviously the loss of a ton of Vils.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it's kind of impressive that they were even this close.
Yeah, for sure.
It just shows you how much violence was going on. It just shows you how much pressure Werner had.
Yeah, there's been a lot of walking around in idle time.
Oh yeah, like if I don't know how accurate the idle villager is, but
It is somewhat accurate, I think, but
Look at that.
it's kind
Insane.
of odd sometimes.
All right. Well, a super interesting game. I don't know if this is going to make it to the Hall of Fame necessarily.
I suppose it should.
I don't
It's just
know.
as
It's
crazy.
this is a crazy one, and you know, if you've made it this far in the video after seeing the timestamp, good on you. Really appreciate it. We hope that you enjoyed this casted game on the Age of Bison YouTube channel. Once again, thank you so much for listening and watching. Really appreciate it, guys. Go ahead and hit a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, help us as we are on our march to 1K subscribers, getting up there. Really appreciate it, guys. Go ahead and share us around, and we will see you in the next one.